Deployment models of cloud computing are public, private, community, and hybrid. Now you may have a question. What for actually these deployment models may be used? The answer is simple. The deployment models help you locate or identify where the infrastructure resides, who owns and manages that infrastructure, and how could the cloud resources and services are made available to the users. Now let us look into the first deployment model, which is the public model. The name itself says that it is public. That is, the cloud service providers or the vendors' cloud infrastructure is shared and that can be accessed publicly via the internet. And of course, that infrastructure can be shared between different cloud service customers, and they can also use the same, that is, they can also use the internet. And this is the most exposed model. When it is exposed, definitely there will be some sort of inherent security risks, and we need to look into all those, and we need to consider those risks also. The second model is the private cloud. Private, that we can understand by looking into the name itself. So in this model, a CSC, that is cloud service customer, has exclusive use of cloud infrastructure and services located at the customer's premises or offsite and can be managed by the CSC or CSP, which is purely to a particular customer only. So when it comes to only one particular user or organization, definitely the complexity of the security is going to be little bit improved one. So that is reduced potential security concerns when compared with the public cloud. Okay, and the control of infrastructure is also more when it comes to private. So the third model is community model. In this model, a private cloud is shared by several CSCs with similar security requirements. So this model will get most of the security benefits of private cloud and most of the economic benefits of public cloud. Hybrid cloud, this consists of any viable combination of cloud deployment models mentioned above. That is mix of public, private and community. How does the cloud infrastructure work? It's basically, the cloud infrastructure is a term used to describe the components needed for cloud computing. It includes hardware, abstracted resources, storage and network resources. One can think of cloud infrastructure as the tools needed to build the cloud. Now the question is abstracted resources or technology. An abstracted technology or a process like virtualization is used to separate resources from physical hardware and pull them into clouds. Automation software and management tools allocate these resources and provision new environments so users can access what they need whenever they need it. Components of cloud infrastructure are hardware, network, virtualization and storage. So hardware, as you know that the cloud network is made up of a variety of physical hardware which may be located at multiple geographical locations. And the hardware includes network equipment like switches, routers, firewalls, load balancers, storage arrays, backup devices and servers. Virtualization connects all these servers together dividing and abstracting resources to make them accessible to users. The second one is the virtualization, and this technology separates IT services and functions from the hardware. The software called as hypervisor, which is the virtual machine manager, sits on the top of the physical hardware and abstract the machine's resources such as memory, computing power and storage. So once these virtual resources are allocated into centralized pools, they are considered as clouds. With the clouds, you will get the benefit of self-service access, automated infrastructure scaling and dynamic resource pools. The third one is the storage. Within a single data center, data may be stored across many disks in a single storage array. The storage management will always ensure that data is correctly being backed up, outdated backups are removed regularly, and indexing of data for retrieval in case any storage component fails. Virtualization abstracts storage space from hardware systems so that it can be accessed by users as a cloud storage. When cloud storage is stored as a cloud resource, you can add or remove drives, repurpose the hardware, and respond to change without manually provisioning separate storage servers for every new initiative. And finally, the network. The network is composed of physical wires, switches, routers, and other equipment. Virtual networks are created on top of physical resources. A typical cloud network configuration is composed of multiple subnetworks, each with varying levels of visibility. The cloud permits the creation of virtual local area networks and assigns static or dynamic addresses as needed for all network resources. The cloud resources are delivered to users over a network, such as the internet or an intranet, so that one can access cloud services or applications remotely on demand. Now the question is cloud infrastructure versus cloud architecture. Cloud architecture is how individual technologies are integrated to create cloud computing environment. That is, it is a way all the components that make up clouds. That is hardware, virtual resources, networks, operating systems, middleware, automation, management tools, containers and more. If cloud infrastructure is the tools you need to build a cloud, then cloud architecture is the blueprint for how you will build it. Let me end the session with a simple assignment. And the first question is, list the benefits of community cloud over private cloud model. Second question is, list the components of cloud infrastructure.